Hi everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Jimmy Dore Show. Look who I'm joined by. It's Ben Mankiewicz from Turner Classic Movies. Hi Ben.
What's going on, Jimmy?
It's nice to see you dressing up. You look good.
Well, thank you very much. Pinstripe, baby.
Okay, so now today we're talking about there was a Twitter war between Chris Brown and a comedian named Jenny Johnson, a pretty anonymous comedian before this. And let's look at the Twitter with the tweets that was happening, okay? So Chris Brown tweeted, I look old as fuck and I'm only 23. So then Jenny Johnson responded, I know being a worthless piece of shit can really age a person. Which is funny.
It's funny. It's officially funny.
Officially funny. And then he tweeted back to her, take them teeth out when you sucking my dick, ho. And he spelled it with an E at the end because he was talking about gardening.
I like it how even though he wasn't close to 140 characters, he still shortened you to you.
Yeah, okay. So then she tweeted back, no, it's ho, not ho, you ignorant fuck. And then he tweets back, I should fart while you're giving me top. Seize the days, hashtag carpe diem. Then he tweets to her again, Mom says hello, she told me not to shart in your mouth, wanted me to shit right in your retina. So the thing that's really troubling is that Chris Brown thinks this is his A material.
Yeah.
This is really a cry for help, someone to help him write better tweets, I think.
Yeah, first of all, he should know that that's a surefire way to get conjunctivitis. And that I think he's got to be the first person to use the word retina when making an insult. Yeah.
Does he think that makes it funnier because it's more specific?
More specific, more clinical. Yeah.
You know, yeah, he is a trained optometrist. So then I was watching Reliable Sources with Howard Kurtz, who he's a media watchdog, and I've said before, if he was a real watchdog, if somebody was breaking into your house, he would have his teeth firmly planted in the mailman's ass. That's the kind of watchdog he is, okay? So, but he brings on, what is this lady's name? Can you say it for me?
Lola Aganaki, I believe is how he said it.
Lola Aganaki.
She's been with CNN for like 5 years.
Yeah, she's been with CNN. She's a writer also, and he introduces her as a cultural commentator. A cultural commentator, which is a really tough. Everybody's a cultural commentator, from Dalai Lama to the guy with a head wound who stands out in front of my 7-Eleven, okay? It doesn't, you're cultural. Hey, what's with the kids today? Boom, look, I'm a cultural commentator, okay? So she comes on to talk about this, and this really kind of spun my head around because she didn't do what I thought she was gonna do, which was, you know, castigate Chris Brown and defend this woman. Here's what she did do.
He's obviously a volatile character. He obviously has a temper. And it's no surprise that when he was pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, he reacted.
I like how she goes, when he was pushed and pushed and pushed, he reacted.
Yeah.
He reacted. You know how he reacted? He reacted by hurling lots of misogynistic insults her way, intended to humiliate her sexually. That's how he reacted, okay? Yeah. Let's just get that clear.
He reacted by using the word shart in a sentence.
Yes, that's how he reacted. Okay, she goes on. She's got more to say.
Now, to be fair, this Jenny Johnson character has been attacking him on Twitter since 2009.
I like how she says, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go on TV, you learn, and I am sure that I've done this, is that you mitigate what you're saying. That you say to be fair, and it lets you say almost anything. Anything you want on the back half.
To be fair, let's be fair. Chris Brown's reputation has taken a lot of hits in recent years, and he needs to prove he's still a sociopath.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair. Okay.
Now, to be fair, this Jenny Johnson character has been attacking him on Twitter since 2009. I think since 2011, I read somewhere she's written about him 97 times.
Sure,
she has. This is a married mother of two.
Yeah, she's a married mother of two, which I don't understand what that has to do with anything, but she's a married mother of two. Doesn't she have anything better to do than remind Chris Brown and his fans that their hero is a piece of shit?
Yeah, by the way, married mother of two. So she's tweeted 97 times about him in 2 years. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Kids are probably, send social services. Get those kids out of the house.
A comedian tweeted about Chris Brown 97 times in 2 years. That's almost, I'm not a mathematician, but isn't that like 3 or 4 tweets a month?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Wow.
I would also I did a little investigating on Jenny Johnson.
Oh, you did?
I follow her now after this,
okay.
you know. She doesn't have any kids. She's married. She has 2 dogs.
She has 2 dogs. She doesn't have 2 kids.
Not 2 kids.
Oh, so our journalist friend got it wrong. Our cultural commentator's not on top of things?
Yeah, she's got about 4 facts about Jenny, and one of them was wrong.
Okay, okay. So here, she's got more to say.
Now, some people are saying it's her fault that this abuse was showered on her because she started it.
Who's saying that? Nobody. Who would say that? Possibly. Who would blame Jenny Johnson for this?
He's not the type of person that's just going to roll over and take it, especially if it's been happening for the better part of 3 years. And she shouldn't be surprised that when she poked the lion, he bit back.
Oh, that guest you have on the show is going to be the person who defends, blames Jenny Johnson. That's who's going to do it.
Yeah, you didn't have to look that far. It turned out it was just on the other side of the satellite, Howie.
And he's not going to roll over and take it. You mean he's not going to take some anonymous person tweeting mean things to him on Twitter about when he beat up his girlfriend and showed 0 remorse about it? I mean, he's not going to roll over and take that.
It's also she poked the lion. Like, when you poke the lion, we admire that. That's the part when we admire the lion. Like, the lion, that suggests the lion is innocent, minding his own business, looking out for his lion family, and then you came along and like a little jerk and you poked him, so he killed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of your own, and by the way, I would like to, what she really wants to know is just what was Jenny Johnson wearing when she was tweeting this? Isn't that what she's saying?
That's where we're headed, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing a mini skirt walking past a rapist. It's your own goddamn fault. That is what she's saying.
No, it's totally where we're headed.
Okay, shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. Okay.
Also,
I don't think that's the problem. I don't think we're talking about Jenny Johnson's surprise. I don't think that's the topic here.
No, and I don't. By the way, she's not really surprised.
No.
No, she's not surprised. She's not surprised at all.
No, she's doing this for comedic purposes.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. Jenny Johnson's a comedian.
She's surprised that you guys are talking about it. That seems to have surprised her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Our friend, what's this lady's name again?
Lola Ogunaki.
Lola has more to say.
That said, I also think that Miss Jenny Johnson was trying to get her own bit of publicity, and I find it a bit hypocritical that a person who is going after Chris Brown for abusing Rihanna then launches her own verbal abuse tirade on Twitter against a person. There's just something that feels a bit disingenuous and off about that.
Yeah, you know, someone who's in show business trying to get publicity by writing jokes about a famous person who's a douchebag. Hey, there's something off about that. There is something off about that. That's not how things are supposed to work. You're supposed to write jokes about people nobody knows, and then you get publicity.
She's an entertainment reporter. She can make her career off of the success of celebrities.
Right.
But God forbid a comedian try to do it.
God forbid a comedian does that, writing jokes about it, exactly.
Also, I'm not sure that Chris Brown hitting Rihanna in the face and making jokes about a celebrity on Twitter are quite the same thing. I don't know.
You mean there might be a false equivalency happening here?
Might be a small false equivalency.
Okay.